I am Thomasina Lowe, one of Jacques Lowe's 5 children. Firstly, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to Achim and Uli for organising this great event and for inviting me to say a few words on behalf of my family. Unfortunately, due to circumstances out of my control, I'm unable to be with you today. I am delighted, however, that my father's half-brother Wolfgang and his wife Christa are with you this evening, which is wonderful. I hope you enjoyed today's screening of Capturing Kennedy. It will have given you some insight into my father's life and legacy, specifically his relationship with Jack Kennedy and the Kennedy family, which had a huge influence on his life and career. Many have said that my father's photographic eye captured Camelot for all to see, which helped him pave the way to the White House, which is quite remarkable. My father was a very proud and private man who did not want to be defined by the hardships of his early life, being Jewish, growing up in Germany during the Nazi occupation. Growing up, my siblings and I heard very little about my father's early life, growing up in Cologne. Thanks to Uli, whose journalistic curiosity led him to my father and grandmother Raya, he was able to uncover the detail of my father's early life, putting together all the pieces of the puzzle which had been missing for my family. My children, Jay and Sadie and I, had the great privilege last summer of meeting Christelle and Elizabeth Quirl, the granddaughters of Christine Quirl. Had it not been for the great courage and kindness of Christine Quirl and her family, sheltering and hiding my father and grandmother for several years in their inn in Schildgen, which is actually the very building next door to where you are now, our futures might have looked very different. For this, my family will be forever indebted to the Quirl family. Had my father been alive today, this event and meeting you all would have been a deeply cathartic and moving experience, coming full circle, so to speak. My heart is full today with love and thanks to you all. Thank you.
Well, he came to love the Kennedys, and I believe they cared for my father in many ways. My father was working as a photojournalist when he arrived in America, and he did many jobs photographing Bobby Kennedy. And it was Joe Kennedy, his father, Joseph Kennedy, asked my father to photograph the family, and as a birthday present to give those photos to Joe Kennedy. And when he gave those photographs to Joe, he received them. Joseph Kennedy called up my father late at night and said, "These are the best pictures I've ever seen of my family. I want you to photograph all my children, and I want you to start with John Kennedy." And he did his first photo shoot with John and Jackie and the children, and it was Caroline then. And when John saw the photographs, he melted. He was so excited, and that's when my father became his presidential campaign photographer in 1958. You know, my feeling through life is I try to love and see the best in all people. So I very much would love to come and spend more time in Germany. It's horrible, terrible what happened. Terrible things happen everywhere. It's each individual person, how each individual lives their life, that I focus on each person. I don't have much of a relationship with Germany. I only went once with my father, and it was a very difficult visit. I could tell he was very uncomfortable. My grandmother returned to Germany after living in America. She returned to Cologne, and that is the one visit when I visited her, and it was very special. It was a wonderful experience for me. Thank you. Thank you.